Hello everyone, welcome to our debate. We are gonna be talking about if students have to be paid for good grades. We have Santiago Pineda and Patricio Teran. Santiago Pineda is in favor and Patricio against. Let me tell you that you have 2 minutes to present your ideas and then you will have 1 minute to rebuttal. So we're gonna start with Santiago, who is in favor.
Hi everyone, thanks for inviting me. And okay, I would like to tell you some facts about how important it is to paying students and for good grades. Okay, students today are struggling in school, and so we need something to motivate them. As we know, we need to consider that it's difficult to get good grades. It's too complicated. Tutors encourage them. Okay, students get motivated to have healthier habits in studying more, trying their best in school to get good grades. As we know, because they can they can do whatever they want with their money, and also it's like a reward when someone receives something. It makes feel better when they are progressing. For example, if they are getting good grades, they can also are getting money. For example, by the time of the student reaches college, they should have a lot of money saved up. And also in the case, other benefit is that if you saved up enough money, for example, in the case of an emergency, this money can help to survive. And also governments nowadays are creating new programs to help poor people, giving them enough money to continue learning in schools. Okay, it's not just help students, it's also help the family, the parents. For example, if we give our children $20 for each 10 over 10, it makes more effort. No, espérate, no sé qué decir. So it means that it motivates students to get good grades and to maintain these high grades.
Your time is over, Santiago. Thank you very much. Thank you, Santiago. Now we have Patricio with your ideas.
Thank you, Anderson. And as you say, Santiago, you have some very good points, but I have some ideas of my own that I would like to share with you. First of all, we have to agree on the fact that money is a very serious topic to talk about because it is not to be taken lightly, especially if we are planning on giving students money as a reward for their effort. Then we also have that rewards should not be mandatory for academic centers or the government as well, because they are not compelled to give someone credit or money for someone they do because of their own good. I'm going to explain that a little bit further because, as you say, students make a lot of effort for studying. That's a very common fact. But there is no law telling the government or the college or schools or high school that they should reward that effort because it is for their own sake, for their own good, and it's not something that they are getting paid for it. And that's part of the first point. Then we have that the misuse of money. No, córtale ahí, córtale ahí, se me- Then I also have my second point, the misuse of money. As you know, students are very young and very eager to go out to the world and do multiple things, but that leads to a very bad misuse of the money, because as they are eager to go over the world, they may no, córtale, puta madre.
Acción.
Then, my second point is the misuse of money made by students. As we all know, they are young and eager to go over the world, but that could lead them to make like very unnecessary shopping or waste money in a very foolish manner, as of speaking, and they may waste on things like alcohols, drugs, and even worse things. But that is why the government should be like very aware of what kind of rewards they give to students for their effort on studies. Yeah. And the last point I want to share with you is that they don't know how to save up money. As we all know, adults are very aware of saving up money for the future, but the students or young people don't. That is why bank accounts and saving accounts are very important nowadays. And we should be aware that teaching them how to save up money for the future is a very good thing. Those were my points. Thank you, Anderson.
Thank you, Patricio. Now, Santiago, if you have something to tell Patricio.
Okay, and as we said in the first argument, let me say that poor people just would buy what they are really need, not just no sé qué decir. Okay, Patricio, I see your point, but in the second argument you said that it's not too important. No, no sé qué decir. Espérate. Okay, Pato, I see your point, but in the second argument, you said that most of the teenagers spend too much money, but in the case of poor people who really need the scholarships to survive, let me say that, and what they really need, and they just buy the the necessary shopping, and also to push forward to their goals. And also there are other ways to save money, for example, putting in a polisa, or even banks can help these teenagers with these troubles.
Thank you, Santiago. And now, if Patricio has something.
Yes, as you said, poor people might use the money properly, but it is a fact that poor people are a very small part of the population who applies to scholarships or wants rewards for their studies. That is why I should recommend, like the government or the academic centers, that they should be very, very prolific on who they give the scholarships to. And also, as you said, saving accounts and bank accounts are very important. But young people do not use those because they don't know how to, they don't want to, they just don't feel like it. So, you know, we should be more aware of who we are giving money to, and how we're going to manage those kind of rewards for them. And my last point to argue with you is that scholarships. No, córtale, espera que se me fue la palabra. Espérate. Una vez más. And my last point to argue with you is that scholarships should not be the main motivation for students to be good academically speaking. They should look at themselves as future professionals and push forward to it, not just because of the money. Money is not everything on the world, as you know. Yeah, that should be it for me.
Well, thank you, Patricio, and thank you, Santiago. Now it's up to you to decide who won this debate. See you and bye.